As I was looking through the videos that I had made previously, one of the things I realized was that the video I made called This Week in Headlines, that video actually did really well. I mean, like, I had 170 plus views. Um, they, you know, it it was a popular video. For some reason, people just like watching the video. So I figure maybe let's experiment a little bit and make another video about this week in headlines. So this is the 10th of May, and this is the this week in headlines. We'll start off with the news today on Sunday. Right off the bat, I gotta say that, I hate Straits Times advertisements. Please, every time the advertisements with Straits Times. One of the things that really caught my eye in the papers today was this thing about a new dialysis patient every 5 hours. And if you take a look at the article, it says that kidney failures are on the rise in Singapore. That is kind of scary if you think about it. If you are above the age of 60 or 70 and your kidney fails and you go to the dialysis center every few days to get your blood cleansed, that's a really frightening prospect. And so, if you are watching the video, then my wish for you and hope for you is that you will take good care of your health and, you know, go exercise. Um, Eat healthy, go exercise, drink lots of water. One thing I realize about exercise is this: I can't really control my diet, so I eat kind of everything. The only time that I do control my diet is probably in the morning. I've switched my diet from noodles in the morning to muesli, so I hope that that is a little bit more healthy. And one of the things also is that I started doing CrossFit, and this has really helped my lower back pain. I don't have lower back pain. Okay, yes, you will experience pain inevitably because in CrossFit you are exercising a whole lot. You are using muscles that you never knew existed. You will definitely feel sore at the end of the day. The good thing about it is that this is a good kind of sore and not the bad kind of sore. The type that you are really aching because your muscles are not strong enough to support your weight, and therefore you have lower back ache or bad posture, blah blah blah. Really, a whole host of things come from that. Even the degenerative disease, like if you have your backbone and certain, like if you have a slip disc or if you have degenerative stuff going on in your backbone, where the liquid kind of comes out from one of your vertebrae. This actually helps. CrossFit really helps because you're doing a lot of functional exercises. So go join a CrossFit club or something. Next thing that really caught my eye is this thing here on page 17. Mee Pok Wars in Simpang Bedok. You had probably, okay, I'm just gonna flip real quick to that page. Um, where is that page? Page 17 in Sunday Life. Here you are. Eat Mee Pok in Bedok. Uh, I have a real big thing for Mee Pok. I have a real big thing for noodles, and I love me a good bowl of noodles. Um, there's this place in Hill Street where they have this famous bak chor mee place in Hill Street. It's got that, it's quite amazing. You go on a weekend at 3 p.m. or 3:30 p.m. and there's like a long queue of people just queuing up and wanting to buy the noodles. It's amazing. I don't understand how they are so popular. So there's got to be something about Singaporeans and noodles and BCM bak chor mee. I love me a good plate of bak chor mee, and here it says that there's a couple of eateries or three eateries in Simpang Bedok and a fourth one that's about to open in that area. So if you love yourself a good bowl of bak chor mee, um, interesting that they call themselves the Jalan Tua Kong, blah blah blah. There's one that's called Jalan Tua Kong Lao Lim and Jalan Tua Kong Ah Lim. There's something about the Jalan Tua Kong bak chor mee that's really famous or something. Interestingly enough, one of the stalls from Jalan Tua Kong, they've all closed down, by the way. One of them actually moved to Marine Terrace, that block 59. I think it's block 59 if I'm not wrong. The if you're facing the main road, it's the coffee shop on the extreme right end near the hawker center, the food court. Now that is one of the Jalan Tua Kong bak chor mee, and I recognized the seller from there because before it closed, I recognized the guy who did it, and his father is the original one. So if you want the original Jalan Tua Kong bak chor mee, go to Block 59 Marine Terrace. Be prepared to queue. The noodles is good, but he's really slow in preparing the stuff. So bak chor mee is good, and of course, we've got to before we wind up the weekend headlines. I know it's not the weekend headlines; it's probably just the day in headlines. We've got to take a look at the hot bods of the day, just to indulge my bitchy side. Okay, right. Clifford Yao. Um, I guess you must be really fit, and you must be really, cardiovascular endurance and stamina and maybe running or something. I go for runs on Sundays and Thursdays, with each run between 5 kilometers and 10 kilometers. And I also swim if I have the time for distances up to 2 kilometers. So I guess you would be a long distance athlete. Need some more meat on your bones. If you want to know what my ideal body is, take a look here. Anyway, this is the weekend headlines, or rather the day in headlines, Sunday, the 10th of May. Hope you enjoyed the video.